Good evening. Recently, we have been reporting on the deaths of several teenagers from illegal street racing and excessive speed. Tonight, in this special report, we'll present a video that depicts how a tragic event like this could unfold. We have decided to show you these pictures in its entirety, but we warn you that it is graphic in nature and viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, 109. Right.
I'm ready to
Say hi to the camera, Kelly. Oh.
Oh yeah! I don't know where Guys, ready to get crazy?
You guys go first! Let's go, let's go! Alright, keep up with them.
Pass them! I Oh, why would you do that?
Follow me. Seatbelt. Give me the camera, give me the camera. Come on, Kelly, let me drive.
Switch it!
Get going, let's get going. Hey, let me take that camera off of your hands, buddy. Okay, we're ready to go, we're ready to go. We're gonna see you guys at the party. No way, ain't gonna happen. Not tonight, baby. All right. Oh, you're going too fast. Hey, slow down, man.
Oh my god. Is that Kelly? It's Kelly.
Moses, get out of the car.
Hey,
you all right, man? Baby, you okay? Kelly! Kelly! Can we get some help? Someone get some help! Someone get some help!
So it started out as an impromptu street race between friends, ended in death. David Thompson, the driver of the vehicle that crashed and killed his girlfriend, will be dealing with this tragedy for the rest of his life.
Go, let's go inside. Let's go. All right. Come on.
Just seems like one big, long nightmare. One day I was in high school, and then overnight, gone.
Did you check out his ride?
Yeah. It just started out like any other Friday night, you know?
Moses, we're picking up Moses. Moses. Hey, Moses.
We were getting ready, and we all got in the cars, and it just kind of started out as a friendly race. Seeing who could get to the party first, you know? And then I guess I got a little carried away.
Hey, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. We're gonna see you guys at the party. No way, ain't gonna happen. Not tonight, baby.
1 second we were driving, and well, we were just upside down.
Hey, slow down. Slow down, man.
oh my god.
Is that Kelly?
It's Kelly.
Moses, get out of the car.
I was her boyfriend, you know? I was supposed to take care of her. And instead, she died right next to me.
Since we last spoke with David, we've learned that he's been sentenced to 7 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter. David describes his surroundings as suffocating and lonely, and that the pain is so great he wishes that he too had died in the crash that claimed his girlfriend's life. When accidents like this occur, it isn't only the victims of the crash who suffer, the loved ones they leave behind struggle to understand a senseless death. We recently spoke with the mother of Nicholas Davis, another teenager from our area who lost his life in a speeding accident. Rebecca Davis has spent the last 2 years of her life coping with the loss of her son.
He was not just my son, he was my friend, and that's the thing that I remember most about him. I liked being around him. At 3 o'clock, I got a phone call. And he said the boys were in a crash. They were in a car crash. And I said, did they die? And he said, I can't tell you. And I said, did Nick die? And he said, yes. And I ran in front of the high school, and then I saw the fire engines, and they set the big lights up, and they were all shining down on my car, and my car was wrapped around a tree. And I remember a police officer came up to me and she said, are you his mom? I said, yes. And then the coroner came up to me and she said, he died instantly and he didn't feel it. And I stood there until about 4 when they took him out of the car. They wouldn't let me see him. I saw a gurney with a sheet, and they put him in a white van. And my friends showed up, and they picked me up and brought me back home. And then I remember going in Josh's room and waking him up. And I held his hand, and I said, your brother died tonight. There are other things to do that you can enjoy in life that have nothing to do with racing a car or driving fast. You know, find other things, because it's the #1 cause of death until the age of 34 in this country. He wanted to live his life the way he wanted to live it. And he would say that to me in so many words all the time. It's my life, Mom. I'll live it however I want to. But the thing that Nick didn't understand was that it was my life and his brother's, his grandmother's. And he took all of our lives with him that night.
So the city of Elk Grove has recently enacted ordinances in an attempt to try to deal with the issue of street racing in our area. Tonight, I have with me Chief Robert Simmons of the Elk Grove Police Department. Chief, thanks for being with us tonight.
Sure, Nick.
I understand that the city of Elk Grove is taking a hard-line stance to try to put an end to street racing.
The City of Elk Grove and the Elk Grove Police Department will not tolerate this kind of behavior anywhere in the city. We're going to take a very aggressive approach to combating this crime.
What specifically is the city doing about this?
Well, we are taking a very proactive approach to it. The City Council did pass an ordinance which is tougher than state law as it relates to exhibition of speed and speed contests. So we're very aggressive towards this type of behavior.
So what are the dangers and the consequences of street racing?
Well, obviously the penalties when you get caught doing this kind of behavior, there's 6 months in the county jail and up to $1,000 in fines. There's also the impounding of your vehicle for up to 60 days. There's always the consequences of serious injury or death should one of these go bad.
And Chief, I understand that this zero tolerance policy has ramifications for the spectators as well.
Well, there's actually 2 ordinances, and the second ordinance does address spectators. If you're within 200 feet or taking any part in the development or promotion of street racing, you're also subject to 6 months in the county jail or $1,000 fines.
Just for watching the race?
Just for being a spectator.
So Chief, in the end, what are you actually hoping for?
Nick, if we could save just 1 life with this ordinance, then we will have been successful.
Thanks for your time, Chief.
That's my pleasure, Nick. Anytime.
So, with the rise of street racing here and around the country, communities are looking to fight this problem legally. However, the choice teens and young adults make behind the wheel will ultimately be the deciding factor which determines their fate. Good night, and thank you for watching.
Parents can do so much, the community can do so much, but there's got to be peer pressure. We have to stop this. Teens have to look at each other and say, you know, this isn't worth it. It's not worth. I can't tell you the number of teenagers that were Nick's friends that put flowers on the tree. At what point do you get tired of putting flowers on trees? It's got to stop, and they have to stop it. They have to put pressure on each other to stop it.